Hey there, and welcome to this week's Sunday Musings, where every week I take a little time and talk about something that's been on my mind and that's important to me. I also write a weekly blog. The link for that is right here. I welcome you to check it out. It's always complimentary to my video, but also goes into a little more detail. I'd really love to have a conversation with you. So if you're interested, please feel free to stay to the end of the video, watch everything, of course, and schedule an appointment. The link for my calendar is at the end. I would love to have a conversation with you, or comment, or anything like that. Just get in touch. Also, if there's something you'd like to hear me talk about, let me know. You never know when it'll pop up. This week, I want to talk about something that's really important. And that's about the unseen. And for all of us to take a moment and slow down and have some compassion and empathy and assume the best of the people around us, because none of us know what's going on in someone else's life. It's interesting. Sometimes you talk to somebody and they are just an outright jerk. They're angry, they're bitter, they're fussy. Sometimes that's just who they are, because that's who they are as people. They're angry, fussy jerks. But more often than not, something might be going on in their life that you're not aware of. Maybe their partner is sick. Maybe they've got a child or a parent who's not doing well, and they are really thinking about that. Maybe they just lost their job, or their partner lost their job, and they're worried about money. Maybe they suffer from depression, and that's why they're really introspective and always seem like a real downer, and sometimes flake or just seem to forget anything that they committed to. I think it's important that we assume the best of intentions from people and give a little slack. Maybe not forever. If somebody is a jerk or is always forgetful and it never improves, that may be something different. But if something happens that seems like it shouldn't, or somebody acts in a way that perhaps wasn't the most appropriate, or maybe was out of character, it's okay to be hurt, to get angry, to set your own boundaries. But I also encourage you to take a moment and just see if there's something maybe going on with them. And some people will never, ever speak to you. But it's also okay to check in. You don't have to say, hey buddy, do you want to talk to me about what's going on? Because some people are private and won't. And other people will give you way more detail than you want. But it is okay to make space, if you're interested and willing and capable, to invite them to discuss things with you, to share, or to, instead of pushing towards them saying, talk to me, what's going on, say, hey, I'm available if you'd like to have a conversation. And if there's something I can do to help, please let me know. That is giving them space and the opportunity to turn you down or to accept. And sometimes people just need to feel you reaching out a hand and effort. But it's also okay if you don't have the ability to do that, to, I don't know, step away. It's okay to have boundaries, and you don't need to push past what you can safely give. There's also a lot going on in your world, and everybody around you might not be aware of what's happening with you. So perhaps if you are open to it and in a good place, sometimes it will open the door for someone else to share. If you are available emotionally and mentally to do so, to say, hey, do you got a minute? I could really use somebody to talk to. There's some stuff going on, and I just need somebody to listen. I don't need somebody to help or fix. I just need somebody to talk to. It's not your responsibility to fix what's going on in someone else's world. If they do choose to share with you, your job is to be a witness, not to try and solve the problem. That's for them. Sometimes all they need to do is just feel like somebody cares enough to listen to them. So those are my thoughts. Think about what you don't know before you make a judgment. Treat people with compassion and empathy and assume that they mean the best. I'd love to hear back from you. Any thoughts you have, comments, and let's have a conversation. Until next week, stay safe and have a good one.